follow the IT
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
no need to get panic or no need to get confused. Like in the real time scenario, how it is going to happen is, so once you enter into the BA job, your manager says that you need to prepare SRS document. Then simply you need to ask your manager whether do you have any particular format. Then he says that yeah, we do have, we will be following only one format, and he will give that format to you. So just you need to take the contents from that format and you need to explain that contents. In case a format is not available, then the project manager says that you prepare your own format. In case if there is anything wrong, I am going to guide you. Then you can take these formats. So I will be sending you formats. You can take that format and you can prepare according to that.
Okay.
Okay. So like just you need to remember the contents. That's it. After that you can prepare, you can put the matter according to this. Okay. So this is about BRD documents or BRS documents, which is prepared for enhancement and migration projects. Now the next one is FRS, that is functional requirement specifications, or FSD, functional specification document. So there is no difference between BRD and FRS. Only difference is whenever if you are going to change more than one functionality, or whenever you are going to modify more than one functionality, you are going to prepare BRD. Or if you are going to change only one functionality, then you are going to prepare FRS. Are you getting me?
Can you tell that again?
Okay. Okay. For example, now the client says that we have changed one functionality. That means during login, first we have given that the password should be of minimum 8 characteristics with 1 character as uppercase. Now we have changed that functionality. So the password should be minimum of 4 characteristics with 1 special character. So there is change in only one functionality. Now we are going to prepare FRS document and the contents remains the same. Okay. And when we are going to prepare BRD is if there is change in the more than one functionality. That means now, as I said, initially you have 4 functionalities and you are adding 3 functionalities. That means the change, if you are adding only one functionality, then you are going to prepare FRS. But here you are adding 3 more functionalities. So that is nothing but it's a BRD. Are you getting me or still confused?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, only difference is if it is more than one functionality, then we prepare the functional document.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
otherwise, most all the things are same.
yeah, all these contents are same for FRS.
Okay.
Only thing is if one functionality change is there, we will call it as FRS. If multiple functionality change is there, we will call it as BRA. Okay.
No, now you got. No, if it is more than one, then that is
BRD.
BRD. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is some comparison between BRS and SRS. Okay, like what are business requirements and what are functional requirements. So let me go through. So first, business requirements are high level business needs and answers the question what does the business want to do, and connected with the business problems or business opportunity. These requirements are broad and high level and written from the point of view of the client. So when it comes to functional requirements, functions required to fulfill the business needs, answers the question, how should it be done, and connected with the solution or the software being developed, and these functional requirements are specific and detailed. So these business requirements are broad and high level, and functional requirements are specific and detailed, written from the point of view of the system. So here we are going to return from the point of view of the client. So if client wants that particular requirement, how the system should take, that we are going to specify in system requirements. Functional requirements are nothing but system requirements. Okay, this is some comparison. Now, if you want to see the difference between BRD, that is SRS, BRD, and FRS. So what is the difference between SRS document, BRD document, and FRS document? So SRS document explains the complete data flow. It means how the data is flowing in the system, and it is going to explain each and every functionality in brief, not in detail. Okay, and these SRS documents are prepared as per the standards of IEEE 830, and SRS document contains some interactions between the users and the system, so which are also known as use cases, or this can also be known as functionalities, functional requirements. So apart from functional requirements, SRS document also explains about non-functional requirements. And when it comes to BRS, as I said, BRS are high level requirements. BRS contains the requirements that are demanded by the client, which are part of a project. That means business requirements are demanded by the client, are demanded by the business, and these requirements are part of a project. Okay, and when it comes to FSD, that is functional specifications, so functional specification document contains the requirements which can be converted into functionality, and this will be also a part of the project only. Okay, that is the requirement which can be converted into functionality, and which is a part of the proposed system. Okay, so this is the difference between SRS, BRD, and FRS. Okay, then any doubts?
No.
Okay, then next comes to SOW. Another document, the final document is SOW, that is statement of work. So when we are going to prepare statement of work is when the client finalizes the project. That means when the client gives sign off on the project, saying that we are going to give this project to particular IT company. Then what happens is we are going to appoint a project manager. We are going to decide a project manager. Then the project manager will put a kickoff meeting. So he will arrange a kickoff meeting, and he will finalize the resources that are required for this particular project. Then after finalizing the resources, he is going to sign off that kickoff meeting. As soon as we sign off that kickoff meeting, then we are going to prepare the statement of work. So we will prepare the statement of work document and we will provide to the client. So statement of work is nothing but it explains what need to be done in the agreed contract. That means whatever the contract we have written with the client, the service provider and the client is going to have a contract. So statement of work explains what we need to do within the agreed contract. It explains about the scope and the working conditions between the client and the service provider. It means what kind of work the client has to do and what kind of work the service provider has to do. So this document also contains some legal gravity. Okay. Now, to say in detail, SOW explains the scope of the project and the roles and responsibilities of two parties, that is the service provider and the client. So it explains roles as well, roles and responsibilities as well as liabilities. Okay. So whenever we are writing the SOW, we will write the scope of a particular engagement and the KPI, that is the key performance indicators of that engagement. Engagement is nothing but the project. So we are going to explain the scope of the project and the KPI, that is key performance indicators of the project. So this KPI is used to identify whether